Hey, there's something I want to talk about. So, we're seeing anti Israeli protests taking place all over this world. And not only that, but you're seeing even Google workers are protesting having Google Cloud and having Google Fiber in Israel. They're accusing Israel of the genocide while not even talking about what Gaza did. Not even talking about what happened. They don't even bring that up. Like that wasn't genocide. There were babies murdered. There were literal children killed. And families were beheaded, and it was put onto the social media platforms of the children. That's just barbaric. And that's not even talked about. They don't even talk about what they did. And everyone's making this about Palestine. Everyone's talking about Palestine when this is not even. This was Gaza that committed this heinous event. And yet, the bloodbath that took place was from Gaza, and yet everyone's talking about Palestine. And first of all, where do these people? I see anti-Israeli protests happening all over. They're blocking bridges, and they literally connect themselves inside a pipe that has to be cut carefully because they're lawyered to the T. And if you say anything about it, about them blocking the road, you're considered you're just horrible. People have to get to school, they have to get to work, they have to get home, they have to get to their family, and yet these people are blocking the roads. First of all, who's paying them? How do these people have time across multiple states by the millions to take to the streets and protest? Oh, that's right. We're paying for it. We're paying their housing, their shelter, their we're paying taxes. Our people here, we aren't getting by. We're living paycheck to paycheck here. It frustrates me. It makes me mad as he double hockey sticks because these people literally have the money and time and resources to protest and just take to the streets, blocking other people from doing their job that they have to do. While we are, my daddy's job, it's slow right now. And we're living paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by, don't even, just barely making ends meet, and have nothing set aside, and still have so much to pay off. And it's just because we have to take out loans to get by. And someone's paying these people. Someone's paying them to protest and just block streets. And when in our school we had an issue. Speaking of schools and protests, students walked out all across Tennessee saying, "Provide pencils, not guns, not pencils, not pistols." And they're so our teachers had guns, and we weren't scared of it. Made you feel safer because the ones that had the guns were sane, sound-minded. But people now are just like, "I have a brother. We don't need." I mean, what are you going to do when someone comes in there, some idiot comes in there with an assault rifle? Have nothing to protect yourself? But that's not even what I'm talking about. That's not even the issue here. The young people now look like they've just gone off their rocker. Like there is no next generation of people. They're so stupid. A lot of the young people. But that's not the point. I have a question. These people are literally. There was someone in Michigan, and there's chants across the U.S. They said that's the thing about being in the United States, that you have the right to go out and protest, and you have the right to say, I don't even want to say it. They're chanting, "You know what," to America. They're chanting, asking for the death of our nation. Let me get this straight. They have no job. They have the time to get up there and protest and say death to this country that's giving them housing and shelter, food. It's giving them the supplies they need for sustenance, paying their way. What do I see in college? College applicants. Looks like we're really discriminating. These are some of the college students right here. Seems like college students make up, other ethnicities make up the majority of our college students. My question is, why are they? We're putting them through school. We're paying for their vehicles. I see people coming across the border and they're being given vehicles, while we're still years and years away from paying off the vehicle that we had to take out a major loan to buy because we had no vehicle. We had no transportation. We were about to literally have nothing. And yet they're given transportation. They're given food and sustenance, water. They're given aid. They're given. We're giving trillions to. Let's give some more to Ukraine. Let's give some more to. That's right. We gave $9 billion to Iran. And what are they doing now? Making weapons, making war. All this world knows is protest and rage war. But why are we paying these people to shout death to the nation that's giving them the very things they need to live? That'd be like me. You think I could go? Do you think you or me could go? You probably already know this. I'm just wasting my time, but it's making me sick. It's giving me a headache. It's making me feel really just overwhelmed with anxiety, and I'm tired of it. Do you think you and I could go to any other country? Say we just wanted to just go to Venezuela, or let's go to let's go to somewhere in South America or Brazil and just say death to Brazil, death to this country. Do you think we would last 5 seconds there? No. You'd be arrested, probably killed. How can you shout death to a nation that's giving you everything? America has given uncountable money to everyone. And it seems like everyone all over gets benefits, but we're still struggling. Unless you're American, actually American. I'm not talking the Native American Indians. I know the Native Americans, the indigenous peoples. I know they were here first. But I don't understand. It's just really frustrating me, and it's just making me angrier and angrier. There's already been 25,000 Chinese and Asians that have come across the border this year alone. Normally we might have 200 and something, maybe 500 in a year come across the border from China. The countries that despise us are coming here. And they're promoting it. We had tens of thousands of Muslims come through the border. Not checking them, not vetting them, not finding out any information, no background checks, nothing. There's no reason. And then they allow them to vote. And then on top of that, not that your vote matters, I saw that, but then they allow them to come over here. And oh, lo and behold, after all those people that came here, all of those people that come here, mass protests start spreading, saying death to this nation, and anti-Israeli protests. You know, it's sickening. We've allowed so many millions of criminals to come across the border. Yet an American crosses the border and they've got to have a passport check and they've got to have a background check. You've got to have, it's very sickening. And we're struggling to get by. Right now, every day, every week, we're like at the last dollar. We're at the very last dollar. Every single week. Sometimes going into the negatives. Just hoping it's sitting and holding on till the next week. And meanwhile, these people can just roam across the country having it better than they could ever, you could imagine, better than they deserve, and can protest and shout death to this nation, and they're being given more than we ever imagined in our life, and given a free ride. Does that sound fair? No, it's not. But you literally see everything breaking apart. Maybe that's what the eclipse was a sign of. I don't know. But we are financially. I've got to find something to do. I don't know, something simple. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could figure out a way to work from home, because we're in deep doo-doo if things don't get better for us. And then I see this entire, and it gives me anxiety. I try to take care of Mama. I try to take care of things here, and then I see the state of this world, and other people are just giving everything left and right, giving for free, and yet can shout the things that they shout, and they call it their First Amendment rights. And we're barely getting by, and we wonder whether we have like just a few dollars every week at the very end of to last us the week. By the time we get the money, it's all gone. It's gone to bills. It's gone to what the few groceries we get, and then yet they can, and then we possibly even go in the negatives, and yet they can just. And my daddy's job is struggling right now. I've got to find something to do here at home, I hope. I've got a lot on my plate. If anyone here could help out, it'd be great. If anyone could donate. But set up a GoFundMe in the past, but it just stopped. Got a lot of things racking up. And then you see people like this get everything given to them, and yet protest this nation. Idiots. Idiots. I know we're told, let not your hearts be troubled. The Lord's going to take care of it. I'm just waiting for that moment. There's a lot that's got to happen first. We see major things building up this month. But first of all, I can be talking about something and it'll come up on the phone. I can be talking on an Amazon speaker to Mama in the other room, because I have it where she can drop in on me and holler at me if she needs me in any room that I'm in, whether it's outside, inside, whatever. Whether I'm on the porch, I've got one on the porch, I've got them in all the rooms, whether it's no matter where, I've got it where Mama can drop in, and the bedrooms, the restrooms, the living room, the kitchen, the garage, outside of the porch. I want to make sure Mama can get a hold of me. That's why I have these speakers. She can't get up and stuff that easily, and she's been going to a pain clinic over and over, and she can't even get around. They've given her shots. They told her the last shots they gave her for a bursa should help, and then they gave her some shots for her spine because it's out of alignment, and now she's still hurting in excruciating pain. They said, in 72 hours you should feel better. It's been well over 72 hours. It's been a week. And she's still in excruciating pain and can barely get around. When she does walk, then it takes her days to recover from just walking around a little. With canes. She can't even move. And we're kind of getting fed up with going to that pain clinic, and the guy just looks at you like an idiot, and the guy looks at you like, I don't know what you're talking about. He just looks, I don't understand. And she's been getting shot after shot, and the pain medicine and medicines that they're giving her aren't doing anything. It's like taking nothing. I've talked to people who are on morphine, and they said morphine's about as powerful as hydrocodone. As the powerful pain medicines used to be. The other pain medicines. Morphine used to be like for dying people. Now they give people morphine, apparently, and that's just barely even workable, manageable for their pain. Which is really sad. They've taken out the ingredients in our medicines. And you know who's ahead of our medicine? The dragon. The country of the dragon is taking our medicines and our antibiotics. Doctors said there's a short supply. Oh, and they don't have, and the ingredients are low. It's like taking candy, so to speak. There's nothing in it. Everything's going to crap. Plus, we don't even know how we're going to get by from moment to moment. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. They can listen to us. I know you're tired of my rants, probably. but the state of this world is insane. But they can listen to our phone calls and listen to in real time. I was talking about the echo dots a moment ago. And if we say something that they don't like, boom, we're shut off. Like mentioning a certain president or certain things, we're shut off. We can say something over the phone call gets shut off. Sometimes even right before we're about to say it, it's like it knows. And it shuts us off. But yet, they said, oh, we don't know where. This is mass protests. These 8 states, these protests were mass planned. When did they get planned and how? We have no idea. That's what they stated. They have no idea how or when these people planned these protests. But yet they can trace what we say before we even say it. And they can trace what we're about to say and shut our phone calls off and shut our intercom conversations off. The internet can just shut us off instantly, but yet they don't know how a well-organized meeting took place and a well-organized group of protests across this nation took place. They don't know how or where that took place, right? Bull. They know exactly, and they knew it was coming, and they knew how. They let it happen. Alright, I'm done ranting for a little while. If you can show support, feel free to do so. We're in a very rough spot right now, and it's very uncertain. And I pray desperately that things get better. If they don't, I don't know. Not only us, but this world's in a crazy place. Anyway, I love you all. God's in control no matter what. I suppose you just got to look at it that way. We're told that things are going to get very, very rough, very crazy. But God bless. If you can show support, like I said, feel free to do so. Let me know how you feel about all this crazy mess.